Let me take that heavy one for you, man. Bless you. Thank you so much, sir. To the thousands of people rushing through the terminal that morning, he was just an old man moving too slowly through their way. They didn't see the metal pin holding his knee together since 1991. They only saw the faded jacket and the dusty boots. Security, this is operations. I've got a male loitering near Gate B, scruffy jacket, old bag. Keep eyes on him. Sir, step aside. I'm conducting a manual inspection of this bag. Of course, ma'am. Take all the time you need. The screener's hand stopped moving. Prohibited item. Unscreened weapon at the checkpoint. Oh, Lord have mercy. The old man's face fell. I forgot that was in the lining. It belonged to my late wife, Adele. She gave it to me before my second deployment. It doesn't leave my side. I wasn't thinking, ma'am. You expect me to buy that story? An unregistered blade at a major terminal. I understand the safety rules. You can hold it here for me, but please. My family's waiting on the other side. He's denied access to the terminal. The screener said into her radio. Escort him to secondary containment immediately. Look at him, someone muttered nearby. Trying to sneak a knife through security. Doesn't even look like he belongs in an airport. I made an honest mistake, ma'am. Save it for the police. Adele, he whispered to himself, being led away. I promised her I'd be on time. Mom, where is he? A young girl tugged at her mother's sleeve near the arrivals gate. The plane landed 20 minutes ago. I don't know, baby. His phone's going straight to voicemail. Across the terminal, an operations director was double-checking the red carpet laid out near a private gate. Make sure it's clean. We've got a 4-star general arriving in 5 minutes. General Wexler, welcome to Atlanta. Everything's set for the ceremony. The general didn't slow down. Where is he? Sir. Director. Where is Sergeant Major Ezra Dunmore? Paula Whitlock, the operations manager, stepped forward. General Wexler, welcome. I'm the operations manager here. If you're looking for a man by that name, we actually just detained him at Checkpoint B. He attempted to bring a weapon into the secure zone. General Wexler's expression didn't change, but something in his voice went very quiet. You detained him? Yes, sir. He looked suspicious. Violated protocol. He's in secondary holding right now. Take me to him. Now. They found him sitting alone in a small holding room, hands folded in his lap. Waiting the way a man waits when he's spent a lifetime learning patience isn't optional. There he is, General Wexler said, and something in the room shifted the second he stepped through the door. He turned to the small crowd of security staff that had gathered behind him. In 1991, during Desert Storm, this man single-handedly held a defensive line under heavy mortar fire to evacuate 13 wounded soldiers. He's a recipient of the Distinguished Service Cross, 2 Silver Stars, and 3 Purple Hearts. He let that land, and for 20 years since, he spent his own pension traveling this country to sit at the bedside of dying veterans nobody else came to visit. Robert, please, Ezra said quietly. You don't need to do all this. I'm just an old soldier. With all due respect, Sergeant Major. Yes, I do. Wexler turned to Paula. You saw an old man in worn clothes. You were looking at a living American hero. Grandpa. Ezra's face broke open at the sound of the voice, and for a moment none of the rest of it mattered. Not the holding room, not the confiscated knife, not the humiliation still sitting heavy in his chest. Oh, my sweet girl. I thought you weren't coming. I promised your grandmother I'd always find my way home to you, he said, pulling her in. Paula stepped forward, visibly shaken. Sergeant Major Johnson, Dunmore, I am so deeply sorry. On behalf of this entire airport, I offer our most sincere apologies. I acted completely out of line. Ezra looked at her, steady and unbothered by anger, which somehow made it worse. I know you have a job to keep people safe, ma'am, he said. But next time, take a moment to look at the person before you pass judgment on the clothes they're wearing. Later, standing beside him on the tarmac, General Wexler's voice dropped, just for the two of them. 35 years ago, Ezra, when those mortars were falling in the dirt, you dragged a 22-year-old lieutenant out of a burning Humvee. You took shrapnel in your own knee to make sure I saw my 6th Christmas alive. I didn't do it so you'd grow up to be a general, Robert, Ezra said. I did it so you'd grow up to go home. True heroes, he thought, didn't always wear shiny uniforms. Sometimes they carried their honor quietly, in the parts of themselves nobody thought to check at security.